Cheerio. Okay, so now we have Karen Anderson, and I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to do it a little more slowly. I think Solar Fire is the best. It is a very popular program that's out there, so, you know, but, well, let's go here. Okay. We pull up charts. And here we want the natal chart to be Karen. We view it. Here you can see that Karen, all right, right off the bat, you know, I mean, right off the bat, we got this Uranus, Pluto, over here, Mars, Uranus, Pluto, Mars, you know, opposite Saturn, south node of the moon, and the moon, right? Those are the 3 points. Pluto, south node, moon. Now, as far as the transits go, I click on these transits over here, okay? And I mean, see, here's the thing now. I have selected for my long, I have selected transits to the radix and progressions to the radix and house ingress is when they change houses. So the transits that I've chosen are the outers. And the outers are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Chiron, and the North Node. Those are the only planets that I want to see how, you know, when they have changed houses, okay? The progressions, I'm only doing the moon, so when I have progressions to the radix, it's only going to do the moon. I'm not following all the progressions, yeah? And when it has the radix, okay, no planets. I only want houses. So I choose no planets, you see? So, and then the years over here, I've selected July of 2012 for 15 years. And that's how I get this particular, so you can pick out all different planets and it depends on what you are trying to accomplish with your transit report. So, you know, for Karen here, we can see that the moon, progressed moon, which I wasn't going to work with. Look at it, we got another progressed moon in the 8th house as of last July. Wait up, this is Christine. No wonder it looked familiar. Let's give Karen a break. Okay. There we are. There you go. Your progressed moon is in the 11th house. Yeah. Saturn went into the 6th, okay, in January of 16. She's going to have Saturn and Pluto. Look at this. We have a Saturn-Pluto conjunction coming in January and February of 2020. Okay. Karen has 1 more year to live. Just kidding. You got to have a sense of humor with this. We'll talk about what that means, okay? She's got Neptune coming up to the 10th. Whoa, girl. Jupiter coming up to, look at the Jupiter-Pluto Saturn conjunction is happening on her freaking descendant. Oh, baby. So this year is, you know, we can just say, right, just looking at that, this year is end, finish, close, complete, goodbye, wrap it up, dot your I's, cross your T's, get ready, baby. Because next year you are coming out, you know? So you got all this shit going on in the 6th house, right? And which we'll be able to see. But, you know, let's go on and just look at, you know, some of the transits that are happening here. Again, so for the short, you see I have Saturn out, and progressions, I do all the progressions of the inner planets. And for the radix, you know, I do the transits, you know, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So you get this. And I don't care about the houses in this one because I got them in the other one. So, as you can see, is that Neptune square the nodes? baby. So that was last year. You've made it through Neptune square the nodes. Congratulations, very good. Okay, and now she's coming into a nice Saturn trine Pluto. You know, Saturn's going to go up and it's going to retrograde back to 15 degrees. So, you know, she's got Pluto at 1341. The computer is not going to say that she's going to have, you know, Saturn come back and station in trine to Pluto, but it will, because as astrologers, we know. That's in August, yeah? So some things that are starting and beginning now in January on a very positive note over this next week or so, okay, is going to come to fruition, you know, in August and September when Saturn does its station there, yeah? Because on the first pass of a transit is the initiation or the beginning, and then the retrograde is adjustments, and the third pass, when it's direct, is completion, over, done, okay? Gone as far as you can go. So you can see here she's got, you know, this is a year of Jupiter square Saturn, okay? And Jupiter square Mars, January to September. Got it? Right? Nice. Saturn trine Mars. Frickin' A, girl. Good going. And, oh, there we go. Cha-cha-cha. A little Jupiter opposite Venus to help you along. So you can see this, and probably an overarching theme here is Neptune conjunct Saturn opposite Mars. This is a once-in-a-lifetime transit. Neptune takes 165 years to go around, baby. Okay? I mean, this happened, what, you know? Well, it was square. You know, you had the Neptune square 42 years ago. You could look back 42 years ago, and you'll you know, some of the same kinds of things are going to be popping up here with this Neptune in aspect to Mars and Saturn. And this again is all of 19 into 20. A Neptune transit again is like a Pluto transit. It takes 3 years. So Neptune started its business with you, okay, you know, last year in 2018. It's full on in 2019. And it's moving, you know, going to let you go a little bit in 2020 and let Pluto and Saturn take over. Okay. Got it? Mm-hmm. Enough of that. Yeah. And do you know astrology? How long have you been in the community and stuff, Karen?
Well, I've been now. I went back in last January or December for the big Saturn return.
The Saturn course.
Yeah, and I really want to get more into it. So it's a process. So I know some, but not a ton.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess that's the best way of saying it.
All right. I mean, you know, I pretty much, I didn't really give Christine much of a chance to say anything.
Yeah.
And I apologize a little bit for that. I don't mean to just go on nonstop. If you have a question, totally feel free to interrupt me, you know, like, you know, wave your hands or something. And, you know, otherwise I tend to ramble. So, yeah. Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
No, it's too much information coming in. So yeah. I'm sitting with it for now.
Yeah. So this can be a big problem for Karen anyway, because she's got Pluto, Uranus, and Mars in the third house. Too much information. Mm-hmm. She can feel sometimes like she's going nuts or going out of her mind. Okay. Because Pluto is transforming your mind. And with Uranus there, it's intense and it's extreme. This comes from past lifetimes. Okay, Pluto, the theme has been to be perfect, to get it perfect, and she has chosen to get it perfect by gathering information, third house. So she's been a student for lifetimes, gathering and listening to this teacher and that teacher and that teacher and that teacher, and learning all about, nutrition or yoga or, Virgo things, getting it right, getting the body right, getting the mind right, and Virgo also deals with crisis. Okay. So she could also have, even be some kind of a psychologist or be working with, the realm of the mental. Okay. And this is, also super powerful because it's all in square to the moon's nodes. And we talked about this is the second time. Now Christine had Pluto and Mars square the moon's nodes. And now Karen also has Pluto and Mars square the moon's nodes. And we can say that when Pluto squares the moon's nodes, it's a critical lifetime. It's one of the most intense, powerful aspects that you can have in a chart. It says that the soul has gone back and forth and back and forth. In this case, from the left brain to the right brain, from be here now to trust my intuition and go into the future and expand my consciousness, and then bring all of that expansion down to earth, and then, get lost here in earth and need to set myself free. And she's just kind of done this back and forth kind of a thing. And now this lifetime, it's critical. And the way that it is resolved is through the moon's node that is clockwise from Pluto. Mm-hmm. Clockwise is going this way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She could have Pluto square the moon's nodes and have Pluto over here, in which case, very bizarre, Pluto gets resolved, the problem or the issue gets resolved through the south node. Kind of a redo. This is not a redo. This is a kick your butt forward, okay? Like, you know what? I have to go to Gemini, conjunct Venus, conjunct Jupiter, over here on the cusp of the 11th and the 12th house, okay? So we want to go to the Pluto polarity point, and there we hit Saturn. Saturn conjunct Chiron in Pisces, okay? We've been doing Sag in the 6th. We want to go to Gemini in the 12th. And whereas I know Gemini, okay, I want to do it with Cancer. I'm in the school of Cancer this lifetime. So just by saying that, some of you who have been studying astrology for a little while can see very clearly what this is all about. Right? We will say that clearly and obviously this is a place where we could say that Karen is on a threshold. And the threshold that she is on is that she is wanting to move. I'm going to jump to an intuition that says she is jumping from the individuated stage of evolution to the spiritual stage of evolution. From being individuated, Pluto conjunct Uranus, I know, I see, I've got it together, I'm super smart, I'm grounded, I see the details, I see it all, okay? Uranus, Pluto, Mars in Virgo in the 3rd house, don't mess with her. She's got it down, and she's got the facts and the figures and the this and the that, and she's got a memory to kill all freaking memories, all right? And it's just there. She's boom, yeah? If anything, she can worry too much. She can think too much. She can over-process. And the monkey mind can just keep going over the same shit, the same shit, the same shit, the same shit, okay? And it's what? South node of the moon in Sagittarius in the 6th house. The 6th house is grounded, practical. It's the house of Virgo. Okay, it's like the routine and this world and this reality. It's ruled, by Mercury, the 6th house, Virgo, Mercury energy. So you can just see here that there's this whole huge mental 6th chakra energy. Yeah, Moon in Gemini, Sun, Mercury, Moon, Sun, and Jupiter in the 11th house is I know, I see, I'm a visionary. I see the whole picture. I see the big picture. I see where you're going 10 years from now if you keep doing what you're doing now. And I'll tell you what you're doing now, because what you're doing now is the same thing you've been doing since you were a baby. Yeah, it's just like, you know what? Aquarius, okay, sees the future and the past. It's like, I'm way up here. So she is in so many ways way up here. But I always call Saturn the Lord of Karma. The Lord of Karma says, God, in my past life, I don't want to be Pisces. Too messy. Pisces is chaos. Pisces is, I don't know, I love. I am you. It is not even like intuition is like third eye. She's got this third eye. Pisces is crown chakra. I associate Pisces with the heart space, with love. Yeah. So you can see that she's Cancer rising is, I want to come out of all this Gemini. I've been thinking, and I've been in the third house, and I know. And I've been in Sagittarius. I even taught. I was a judge. I was a guru. I was Moses. It's like, I know what's going on. That's not the issue. Okay. The issue is, can I feel? Yeah. Can I be empathic? Can I forgive? Can I have compassion? Can I move all of my information, knowledge, wisdom, knowing, and seeing into how do I get from my head to my heart? Yeah? How do I surrender? Pisces is surrender. Pisces is let go and let goddess. Pisces is life. Yeah, is a river, and I'm a leaf on the river, and I am going to be an instrument of divine intelligence. And when she tried to do that before, she's got Chiron in Pisces. Didn't work. Maybe she was a martyr, okay? Maybe people took advantage of her. Maybe she went back up on her, jet set or Eiffel Tower or, whatever, to get up back in a way. It's like, I'm fine here up on the stage or behind the pulpit or, in the, with the chalkboard and teaching or whatever. But I have a desk or the stage, or there's a distance between me and my audience, or me and my students, or me and everybody. I am freaking up, out, and away. Cancer rising is I want emotional connection. I'm learning how to do emotional bonding. And I'm going to do that by reaching towards my Pluto polarity point, okay? And of course, that north node of the moon is in the 12th house. Pluto polarity point is in Pisces. Chiron is in Pisces. She's been wounded in Pisces. Saturn says, I don't even want to do Pisces. Okay, so she's got this whole thing of like, guess what? You've done enough work. You've done enough service. And it's not about achieving results or, making things, better and better and better and, doing fine art jewelry and getting every last little thing or, or being a nurse and, getting every piece of cancer out of there or a doctor or something. I mean, it's just like, oh my goodness, this is a lifetime. Okay. In very many ways for me, Venus conjunct the North Node. Yeah. And Jupiter conjunct the North Node. This is a lifetime, oh my God, how beautiful. This is a lifetime of rewards. This is a lifetime of, what do they call that? The withdraw from the karma bank. This is a lifetime of, guess what? All my hopes, wishes, and dreams are coming true. This is a lifetime of, I believe in magic. Magic. Of course, there's no such thing as magic. There's mastery. And she has come to a point of mastery. And there you have it. The other challenge with that is what? Letting go. The 11th house is the house of Buddha, the house of Buddhism, the house of letting go. It's non-attachment. And the 12th house is even more. It is let go, let go, let go. You would be surprised, Karen, okay, at how everyone will be able to ride their bicycle without you running behind them, holding them up.
That one I recognize.
It's time for you to take all of your projects and all of your stuff and just go, okay, you guys, take it away. It's just like, whether it's kids or ideas or money or whatever, it's just like you are here this lifetime to give it away. Just give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away, and experience the magic of life, of spirit, of the divine, giving you more so that you can give away. So, you could be in a place, of like, oh my goodness, if I really let go, if I let go of this business and start another business, this work or this, this is just like, the 12th house, Pisces rising people, Pluto polarity point in Pisces. It's just a lifetime of goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. The more that you can cooperate with your unconscious soul program, the less stress, the less problem, and the less issues you're going to have. And with this kind of stuff coming up to your descendant, what do you need to let go of? You need to just come into a place of, I'm good enough. I'm ready, just as I am. The world is going to love me. I'm going to throw myself out there. I'm tired of making every last little thing perfect and just right and just, working. And this is just a time to learn how to receive. Cancer rising, ruled by the moon. To learn how to allow people to honor you, to please you, to pleasure you, to respect you, and it's going to be okay. You are big enough. They're going to want to put you, higher and higher and higher. I mean, you can see this is the midheaven, okay? Saturn Chiron is the midheaven. Chiron is a master healer teacher. Now, I encourage you, to move into the arts. Whatever you are doing, make it a therapy. Make it artistic. It can be movies, videos, music, dance, but don't make it so much about numbers or about spreadsheets or about money or about, this, that, or the other thing. You are kind of in a realm here where it's about the expansion of consciousness. And consciousness is love, heart, and spirit. Yeah. So, and some of this could be, that you demonstrate, your movement, away from Virgo to Pisces, from being grounded, practical, intellectual, having it all together and, being perfect into being an artist. Just a wild, free, I follow my heart, I paint a little bit, I play music a little bit, I do this a little bit, I do that a little bit. And I say this particularly now also because it's very important with Neptune coming around to hit these moon's nodes, and coming into an opposition with Mars. Neptune is sabbatical. Back off. Step back. Do not try to sign contracts, make commitments, get it all together or all resolved or no. It is a time, to meditate. It is a time to travel to India or something. I mean, it's a time, you know, to really, and so with all of this Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter coming up to your seventh house, they are going to come to you. In the past, I would say you felt it important to go to them. Maybe you needed, you know, approval or needed recognition or needed somebody to tell you you were okay or needed, you know, all that Virgo thing or whatever. But this lifetime, it's just like acknowledging how awesome you are. And when you acknowledge it, you know, it's gonna be a show. It's gonna, you know, it is gonna be a freaking movie. You could be the star of that freaking movie, man. This is, you know, Saturn, Chiron, and Pisces on the midheaven. This is just like, Pisces is the collective unconscious. I'm gonna reach the collective unconscious is 8 billion people. It's big. Yeah. And you have to let go to be big. You have to let go of your ego. You know, you have to, you know, it's like, you know, if you're insecure, you'll be looking for compliments or this, that, or the other thing. When you're secure within yourself and your spirit, people can tell you you're full of shit or tell you that you're beautiful. And it really, you know, you're just doing what spirit guides.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't want to worry. You know, you'll get all kinds of astrologers saying, "Oh my God, you know, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter on your descendant in Capricorn. Holy shit, you better watch out." And it's absolutely not. It's going to be the beginning. That conjunction is the birth, and for you, it's a big birth. And when one of these big aspects happens, and it is hitting an angle of your chart, the ascendant, descendant, midheaven, IC, sun or moon, or the nodes, it says that you have a role to play in the collective evolutionary unfoldment of humanity. So you are personally connected to the change that is coming. And, you know, from other aspects in the chart, like we said, you know, I'd say that it has to do with you being in a role of leadership, you being an elder, you really being a model, an example of the future. Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to talk. I just started. I'm starting a new website. I'm creating sacred ceremonies in Denmark, and I'm just coming out. So I'm coming from being an opera singer, and I'm going into the spiritual arena, or I mean, out there.
Wow.
So it's happening right now.
It's gonna just, you know, and those lucky people that come to your ceremonies, oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. And it will be, yeah, it's this thing of creating the space and creating the circle. And me not, you know, instead of the opera singer where all the lights are on me and I'm the focus and I'm the point, you are now becoming more of a mirror, Pisces.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, we are all one. That's just beautiful. Right on. Thank you for your work.
Well, thank you, really. Thank
cool,
you. That was very helpful.
All right, let me stop sharing. There she is. All right.
I'm gonna say bye. Thank you.
Okay, Karen. Maybe I'll see you when I'm coming to Denmark. Doggone it. That'll be cool.
Yay! I will.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a workshop up there. I'll have to connect with you. Okay, so that's Christine and Karen, and then Yael. Where are you? There she is. All right, baby. Shalom.
Shalom Rav.
Okay, let's see here. I'm going to stop the recording and start another one.